So I'm talking with my Western counterparts. You also have radicals. Yes, we do, but we do not have them in our government. And everyone knows that they have. Yes, maybe we have some jerks that are running around with these mottos and slogans, but do we support it at the government level? Do we have torchlight processions in Moscow or in other large cities with swastikas, with the torches, like in 1930s in Germany? Do we have anything like that? But they do, and they support them. Do we support those who killed Russians, Jewish, Polacks during the war? Are we making heroes out of them? And they do. And they treat their own citizens even worse. They are hiding behind their backs, using them as human shields. Look at Mariupol. That's happening as we speak, just right now. We've got a phone call from the government, from Kiev, our military. Open humanitarian corridors for our citizens to live. Our military reacted right away. We stopped all hostilities, so we were just observing what was going on, but they are not letting anyone out. No one is allowed to leave. They are hiding behind their backs, using them as human shields. So what can you call such people? Martial law is introduced in the country according to law by the decree of the president, and it has to be endorsed by the Council of the Federation if there is external aggression, including in certain areas where there is a military activity. But that's not the situation, and hopefully that will not be the situation. That's first. Secondly, as for the special regime, there is the special regime, there is a martial law, but then again, this special regime is also introduced by the decree and with the endorsement of the Council Federation if there is some large-scale domestic threats. And there is another regime, the emergency situation regime. Usually it is introduced regionally. It can be introduced nationally if there is some natural disasters or some other kind of catastrophes. Thank God we have nothing like that. We do not plan to implement any special regime, any special situation now that in Russia, and once again, there is no need to. It is introduced if there is external aggression, if there is any military threat. Hopefully it will not happen, despite some statements made by the Western officials. Now we hear that the no-fly zone should be introduced above the territory of Ukraine. It is impossible to do above the territory of Ukraine. It can only be done from some adjacent countries, but any steps in this regard will be seen by us as participation in the armed conflict by the country from where the threat will be posed to our security. That very second, we will see this country as the participant of a military conflict, and we won't care member of which alliance or bloc they will be. I apologize for saying member. I hope there is understanding of that, and it won't come to that.